Good morning, Standard 10 students. Now, today I will be explaining after Portia had given Bassanio that he is allowed to confess and live. So he is very grateful that she has given him the privilege to speak up. Okay. Now we have to assume that Bassanio has confessed. Okay. So when he was given the permission, he felt a sigh of relief. His torturer, now who was his torturer is Portia. How is he going to tell her about himself? But when she tells him, confess and live. So now he is much more relaxed, but he is still wanting to choose the casket. Okay. So he says, first, lead me to the casket. Now, when he did not pay heed to her request, because now we are aware of the fact that Portia is desperately wanting that Bassanio should choose the right casket. And for that purpose, he shouldn't be in a waste. But then when Bassanio is adamant that I want to go and choose, maybe he has got his own reasons. He felt that if I choose now, I'll come to know where I stand. Then maybe if he chooses the wrong one, then he has to make some other arrangements in order to make up or to pay the loans which he has taken. But now she says, away then. I am locked in one of them. So, okay, fine. Away then, that means, okay, now she instructs him, in those three caskets, I am locked in one of them. If you do love me, if you genuinely love me, you will find me out. Nerissa and the rest stand all aloof. Okay, now she gives instructions to Nerissa and the rest. All of you stand aside. Okay. Then she says, let music sound. Then she said, let music sound while he don't make his choice. That means let the music continue to play till he makes his choice. Okay. Now the purpose of her wanting the music is to ease the tension which Bassanio and Portia were undergoing. So while the music is being played, okay, then the tension they will be a little more relaxed because both of them were nervous. Now Bassanio was fearing or he was nervous because his entire future, his fate depended on the right casket. He has to win Portia in order to inherit her wealth. On the other hand, Portia is wanting that Bassanio should choose the right casket because she genuinely loves him. So she did not want to lose him. But now she explains what is the effect if Bassanio chooses the wrong casket or the music is being played. Okay. So now she says, if he chooses wrong, he will have a swan like end. Means now she is comparing the effect of choosing the wrong casket. He will die of grief, he will die of sorrow, he will drown in sorrows. This is the term we use when anyone is, broken hearted, or somebody, loses a dear one. So they are actually broken down and they start lamenting, regretting, feeling sad, and gradually they die of grief, sadness. So here she compares that sadness to a swan like end. Okay, the swan end like end means when a swan is about to die. Now, during the Elizabethan period or Elizabethan age, it was believed that these swans they remain mute, silence throughout their lives. And when they are about to die, and while they are drowning in the river, at that time only they sing beautifully. And as they keep singing, the song fades and they slowly drown in the river. So she is expressing that if Bassanio chooses the wrong casket, then he will die of sadness, he will die of grief, and he will drown in my sorrows. So here she says, now her tears will be the stream. Okay, the tears will be the stream, and gradually he will lament and he will die of sadness and sorrows, and gradually he will die. So she says, let my tears be the stream, like the tears, like the stream means like the river, and like the swan is dying, is drowning, likewise let Bassanio die, drown in my tears, which is representing the sorrows. Okay. Now, if he chooses the right casket, then let the music be played like a newly crowned king, where there is joy, ecstasy, okay, jubilation, celebrations. Let the music be played like that. Let the trumpet sound joyfully. So that is a very expressing how happy she will be if he chooses the right casket. It is compared to the celebration of a new crowned king. And even it is like a bridegroom dreaming next to his window, where he could hear sweet, melodious songs being played. Okay. Now, again, during the Elizabethan age, people believed that a musician would play the day in the morning when the bridegroom is going to get married. That morning, a musician plays music near the window of the bridegroom while he is dreaming of his marriage. Sweet music means music which has got, uh, where full of joy and happiness is there. So that is the effect of the music. If he fails to choose the right, then he'll drown in her sorrows. He will have a swan like end, and if he chooses the right one, then it is like the celebration when a king is newly crowned. Okay. So that is the effect of the music. Okay. Now he goes. Okay. Now he goes means now Bassanio is advancing towards the casket with no less presence, but with much more love. Means now he is marching towards the casket, advancing towards the casket. Now the only hope, now he is marching towards his love. Then young Alcides, when he did redeem the virgin tribute paid by howling Troy. Now there is a Greek story. Okay. Now she was under tremendous tension. She was very nervous. Okay. And this nervousness, this fear was compared to a similar situation that when Hercules, another name for Hercules is Alcides, okay, when he was going to save Hesiod from being devoured by a sea monster. Okay, now she was a princess and she had to be sacrificed to the sea monster. And Hercules had taken this challenge because he wanted some horses. So he undertook this dangerous task by saving this princess Hesiod. Okay. Now I'll keep it till here and I'll explain it again. Okay. So that there will be one flow. So in the next class I will complete this portion. Okay. These are all important till the song. Okay. Okay. Bye.